Hi, my name's Charlie Harrison. I'm a senior here, off-cycle senior. I'm from Lyme, New Hampshire, and I'm a philosophy major.
What attracted me to Williams was the optimal ski racing situation that you get here, and some of the things I'd heard about the experiential learning initiatives, as well as the people who are here. When you're in high school at a ski academy, there's a very limited number of schools that you can look at, and so having gone on short visits to many of them, I got the best feel for the environment here and the intellectual growth that was happening.
So yes, I did walk to Williams. I was fundraising for a collaboration in Mozambique known as the Legato Initiative. This initiative joins ecologists, rock climbers, and social workers in an effort to learn about people in their spaces, educate people about their environments, and preserve biodiversity in a remote region of Mozambique. I packed this solar charger or solar panel and for some reason forgot to bring the cord, so lost contact about halfway through. And luckily I timed it well, but my parents definitely didn't know when I was going to be showing up at college, so they had to go through the interesting process of meeting all my junior advisors for me and explaining that I was somewhere in the wilderness. Philosophy is the study of arguments, and I really couldn't imagine a college experience where you weren't studying some of the most important arguments in human history and in human intellectual thought. That being said, I don't really see philosophy directing me towards a job right now. I really want to work in the mountain bike industry for several years once I graduate. I've worked down the road at a mountain called Berkshire East at their mountain bike park, where I've helped design and maintain trails. I've helped teach mountain biking to many newcomers, and I think that's sort of the world I want to inhabit for several years. Ski racing is it's a very picturesque sport, although sometimes the weather can be nasty. I think that the good days are so worthwhile. You get to spend all day outside, breathing the fresh air. Oftentimes you'll find yourself by yourself on a nice little corner of the mountain. When you're in the course, it's just all adrenaline, the rush of moving extremely fast and also pushing your physical boundaries that I love. But at the end of the day, it's also a very adaptive sport. You have to be ready to adapt to changing conditions, adverse weather, and every single course that you race is different. And the hills are all often different as well. I think that that's one of the strong points of my skiing. I guess it isn't surprising that a ski racer would want to pursue a career in mountain biking. I mean, they are somewhat similar, especially in the gravity disciplines of mountain biking. You have to adapt to your scenarios, you have to make quick decisions. Ultimately, you're being pulled downhill by gravity. That being said, I'm not really competitive about mountain biking in the same way that I am about skiing. It's fulfilling in its own right, and it's something I can do every single day and be motivated about. It also feeds my creative side more. I love the building process, and there's nothing more fulfilling than building a trail that feels good to ride. When I was a sophomore, I was injured and unable to participate in ski racing. Really just went all out on the join clubs, do different things. I became president of the Williams Environmental Council for a year. That was a rewarding experience. I also got involved with my friend's literature magazine called Parlor Tricks. Started it when we were freshmen, and now it's the biggest literary publication on campus. I've also been doing a radio show every Thursday night since I was a sophomore with my sophomore roommate. We really like to explore genres in our show and also some local musicians. I think if you tune in, you'll notice that there's a very strange juxtaposition of musical tastes involved. Tune into WCFM 91.9 for more excitement.